Welcome to the TOEFL Listening section. In this section, you will listen to an academic lecture and then answer questions about what you heard. You may take notes while you listen. You will have time to review your notes before answering the questions. Listen to part of a lecture in a university class. You will hear the lecture only once, so listen carefully. After the lecture, you will answer some questions about what you heard. Some questions ask about the main ideas and supporting details. Other questions ask you to make inferences or connections between ideas. Answer each question based on what is stated or implied in the lecture.
Good morning, everyone. Today we will focus on nanotechnology applications specific to materials science and how engineered nanomaterials are transforming medical treatment and industrial processes. I will begin with a brief definition. Nanomaterials are structures with at least one dimension, typically between 1 and 100 nanometers. At this scale, surface area to volume ratios increase dramatically and quantum effects can appear. Those two properties are central to many applications that I will describe. First, let us consider medical uses. One major area is targeted drug delivery. For example, liposomal formulations and polymeric nanoparticles are used to encapsulate chemotherapy agents. A well-known example is a liposomal doxorubicin formulation that improves bioavailability and reduces systemic toxicity by altering pharmacokinetics. Another example is gold nanoparticles used in photothermal therapy. Gold nanoparticles absorb near-infrared light and convert it into heat due to surface plasmon resonance. Researchers conjugate antibodies to these particles to selectively heat and kill cancer cells while sparing healthy tissue. Magnetic iron oxide nanoparticles serve as contrast agents in magnetic resonance imaging and can also be used for magnetic hyperthermia. Functionalization of these particles with biocompatible coatings is crucial to control circulation time and minimize toxicity. I should also mention quantum dots and fluorescent nanoprobes for imaging. Quantum dots provide high brightness and size tunable emission for diagnostic imaging, although their heavy metal content raises concerns about long-term toxicity. A critical chemical strategy across medical applications is surface functionalization. For instance, polyethylene glycol is commonly grafted onto nanoparticle surfaces in a process called PEGylation. This reduces protein absorption and immune recognition and prolongs circulation time. In some cases, targeting ligands are attached to direct nanoparticles to a tumor receptor. Now turning to industrial applications. Nanomaterials improve mechanical, electrical, and chemical properties of bulk materials. Carbon nanotubes and graphene are used as reinforcements in polymer nanocomposites to enhance strength and electrical conductivity at low filler loadings. Nanosilver is another widely used material in industrial and medical surfaces because of its strong antimicrobial activity. It is embedded in coatings for medical devices and textiles to reduce bioburden. Photocatalytic nanoparticles such as titanium dioxide are applied in self-cleaning coatings and air purification. Their high surface area and photocatalytic activity accelerate breakdown of organic contaminants under light exposure. Filtration and separation benefit from nanotechnology as well. Nanofiltration membranes and nanoporous materials can selectively remove contaminants at the molecular scale, improving water purification and industrial separations. Sensors gain sensitivity from nanostructured surfaces. For example, nanoscale metal oxide sensors and carbon nanotube-based chemiresistors detect gases at lower concentrations because surface reactions dominate the signal. I want to give a short case study that ties medical and industrial aspects. A company developed a polymeric nanoparticle that carries an anti-inflammatory drug. The particle's surface was PEGylated to avoid immune clearance and decorated with a peptide that binds inflamed endothelium. Manufacturing required scalable emulsion techniques to control particle size. This example highlights three themes: control of size, appropriate surface chemistry, and scalable production. Of course, there are challenges. Biocompatibility and cytotoxicity must be evaluated in detail. Environmental release of nanomaterials raises questions about persistence and ecological effects. Regulatory pathways are still evolving, and standardized characterization methods are necessary to compare studies. In conclusion, nanotechnology applications in materials science offer transformative capabilities in medicine and industry. Success depends on precise control of size and surface chemistry, demonstration of safety and efficacy, and development of manufacturing methods that are economically viable. As material scientists, you will need to balance performance with safety and regulatory considerations when designing next-generation nanomaterials. That concludes my overview. I encourage you to think about how a single nanoscale modification can simultaneously change mechanical properties, biological interactions, and environmental behavior.
Listen again to part of the lecture, then answer the question.
PEGylation reduces protein adsorption and immune recognition and prolongs circulation time.
This concludes the listening section. For more TOEFL practice tests and study materials, visit Spinta.org.